Hello, hello. I'm Christy. I'm a guest today on the Little Blue House. Let me know when you pop on and say hi so I know you're here. Hello, hello. If you can see me and hear me, would you give me some thumbs up, make a comment, all the things? I'm Christy with Create with Christy, and I'm here as a guest to teach you some lettering today. Hi, I got some thumbs up. Thank you so much. That way I know I'm not all by myself. And Facebook, it's a little awkward at first because we don't know if you can see or hear us, and sometimes we can't. So anyway, I am super blessed to be here. I'm a dear friend of Tracy Pounds, who is the owner of the Little Blue House. If you're new, if you just happened upon us, I am actually a guest today. I have this sitting here so you can take a screenshot, and when you want to, you could go back and download these free scripture cards. Anybody who is sprinkling right now, would you please write sprinkled in the comments so I can thank you, because that means so much to Tracy and I. Oh, I see lots of fun friends. So tonight, I'm going to start on this page with some very basic lettering skills. And then if you're on Tracy's LBH Faith Friends page, group, it's a private group, but it's free. I'm going to go in there and do a little bit more advanced lettering. So hopefully you can catch us over there after this is finished. So if you sprinkle, say sprinkle in the comments. Yay, Holly, you're awesome. You're my first best friend. And Crystal. Thanks, guys. Okay, I'm going to take these down, and y'all can always go get these. Let me tell you real quick what I like to do with these. So grab one of these, write on the back of it, okay? And then stick it, I'm sticking it in an envelope for someone. It just says, I'm so thankful for you. And then this one is a different scripture I've done, and I have a matching sticker. So I'm going to send this and make somebody's day, I hope. So I'm encouraging you, go print these out, write something on the back. You could put it into, you could put it on a mailbox. You could send it in the mail to someone. My grandma, I'm sending her one. I miss her hugs, and she misses mine. You could put it on your mirror, so you could, work on memorizing the scripture. Lots of good things you could do with it. So, oh, yay, Denise is a faith friend. Absolutely wonderful. Sherry sprinkled, sprinkled. Thank you for doing that, Sherry. Hi from Galveston, Debbie. All right. Crystal and Holly, y'all are awesome. I'm probably already said y'all, but hey, can't share too many times, can you? As you're popping on, I'm just going to start writing some names because it's fun to write names. So if you want me to letter your name, would you just write your name in the comments? Gonna just practice. You can kind of, I don't know, just see. I'll start with Denise. And if you like it, you can take a screenshot and go back to it later if you want to, because sometimes I'll put it out of screen, and you're like, wait, I didn't see it. And I'm like, okay, you can always watch the replay too, but screenshots are always good. Okay, Tabitha, I see that somebody wants me to write a Tabitha. And if I miss your name because it's going by too fast, just, you might have to say it again in a little bit when I get to the end. Tabitha. I don't know if I've ever written a Tabitha. I love that name. I'm using a dual brush Tombow marker right now, and I really like using it, but I want to show you, if you're not a letterer and you don't have any fancy markers, look, the Crayola marker works amazingly. Hey, Barb, good to see you. Good to see you on Facebook Live, right? I kind of like to go wild with my Y's, if you haven't noticed. There's Lynn and Molly. Did I spell it wrong, Denise? Is that a smile? Oh, that's a smile. My eyes saw a sad face for some reason. Okay, there's Molly. I love the way you spell your name, Molly. Love it, love it. Thanks for sprinkling, guys. Y'all are awesome. There's Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn. I got to do my crazy Y. I don't always do it that crazy, but Carolyn. Did I misspell it? Please tell me now. Hi, Susie. Thank you, Lynn. Tabitha. I guess you want me to do the Romero? Romero. Hi, Sherry. Uh-oh, I did. See, I always misspell somewhere. Okay, Sherry, can y'all want to make sure y'all can still see the screen, in the screen. Sometimes I'm like writing out of the screen. We don't want that. Hello, Mariana? Marianne. Either way is beautiful. Jennifer. Y'all are awesome. You must love Miss Tracy as much as I do. If you're new here, I'm actually a guest on this page, and I'm so excited to be here to be able to teach some hand lettering. And I see this is such a good crowd. I really would love to give away my hand lettering book, and so I'm going to show you what it looks like. I hope Miss Tracy's okay with that. Miss Tracy, is that okay? This is what my hand lettering book looks like. I started hand lettering a couple years ago, and I did not know this was the path God had for me. I did not ever know I was going to teach lettering, but it was clear when people started asking me to teach it, and He created me to encourage women through creativity, and He gifted me with being creative. So I had to obey, right? Well, this book came out of all that. Still don't know how it happened, but I'm going to give one of these away. Let me show you what it's like. So in the beginning, I show some basic strokes, and it's got lots of practicing pages. I have my lettering, basic lettering alphabet. So there's upper and lower case. Once you get done with that, you're like, okay, now what do I do with it? So, oh, thank you, Judy. You love my book. Aw, thank you for sprinkling, Jerry. Denise. Hi, Robin. I'm glad you're here. You're going to love Miss Tracy. I'm a guest, and I hope you love me too, but you're going to love her, so make sure to come back. Anyway, there's more like foligraphy I'm going to show you today. Okay. The book has a lot of different playing with fonts. Let's see. I'm giving one of these away. If you want to win a book, you need to type in the word or the phrase, be the light. Okay, be the light. This is a doodling section in the middle. I love to doodle today. If I have time, I'm going to teach you a banner. And then when I go to her next group, we're going to learn some more doodling. And then at the back are scriptures that you can trace. So I want to show you what I mean by that. When you hand letter, my suggestions are to get something to trace, to get tracing paper. Jennifer says, be the light. She wants to win my book. Anybody who says be the light will be entered to win my book. Okay, so you just take your tracing paper, take a Crayola marker, whatever you want to use, and you just start tracing, okay? It is as easy as that. You can write in the book, you can trace right over it, but it's kind of fun with tracing paper because you can just go back and use it over and over again. So, see what I mean? So, the 3 things I recommend to start with is something to trace, tracing paper, and a marker of some kind, okay? All right, lots of people want to win the book, so remind me to go back over that at the end so we tell everybody. I'm going to wait 24 hours before I draw so some people have a chance to watch the replay, okay? And I'm not sure where I left off with names. Oh, let me introduce myself. So, since you can't see me, this is my family about 5 years ago. These people don't look like this anymore. But I'm Christy, obviously. This is my husband. We've been married 25 years, and these are my kids. Usually you can see my face on camera, but the way I'm going on camera right now, I'm not able to smile at you, and that's my favorite thing. Smiling's my favorite. Does anybody watch Elf? Okay. All right. Let's move on to basic strokes. Okay, how many of you know anything about lettering? Okay, in the comments, if you have done any lettering at all, just say some. If you've never done it, say never. And if you do it a lot, say a lot. That way I'll know. So either never, some, or a lot. If you'll say that, then I'll know. All right. I love to teach people who have never lettered, but I also love to remind people who have lettered before the different strokes and tips. So first of all, oh, I'm missing your comments. Okay. This is a Crayola marker. Crayola markers work great. I've just got a paper pad and some Crayola markers to get started. You don't have to spend a lot of money. When you hand letter, a Crayola marker has a tip and it has a side. So you can actually use this kind of like a brush pen. Never, never, some, a lot. Awesome. Y'all are great. Okay, so we're going to do a light stroke up, and every time we go up to write a letter, okay, it's going to be a light stroke. For example, this letter L. Do you see when I go up, it's thin? And then when we go down, it's thick. So when I write this letter L, it's thin, and when I go down, it's thick. See that? So you're going to practice upstroke and then heavy downstroke. Upstroke to me is the hardest because it's really hard to make a light stroke. So what I think of is that I've got a feather in my hand and I'm guiding it up the page, and I don't want to break it. I'm just really lightly sliding that feather up the page, tickling that paper, right? So whenever you do it up like that, and then when you go down, kind of use the side of the marker and make it thicker. Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to show you. So you can actually use this for lettering. Somebody asked the name of my book. I'm going to put it here while I grab another marker. You can take a screenshot if you want. I'm going to give this book away. If you just popped on and you didn't hear that, if you want to have a chance to win, it's type in Be the Light. That's the name of my my lettering tribe, and we love to share and spread the light. So Be the Light. Okay. Hand lettering and doodle workbook. So this is a Tombow brush pen, and it is different from like a Crayola marker because it's flexible, okay? That's flexible. I don't know if you can tell, but it's like moving. So hi, Miss Tracy. When I use it, I use the tip to go up. You know, I was showing you a minute ago when I was writing people's names, the tip to go up, and then press down on the side of it to get my downstroke. So everybody remembers, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke. Can you ever do this enough? You cannot. Even after you've practiced for 2 years? Yep. Is it good to keep doing it? Absolutely. You're gaining control. You're gaining control. So should I be doing this all the time? Probably. So that is my Tombow marker. In fact, I'll write that on here. Okay, so there's Tombow. Now, my other favorite, this is my favorite of all time favorite marker, okay? This one I don't use as much to demonstrate with because it's harder to see, but it's got a tiny tip, okay? So like, let's see. I want you to look at the difference with these letters. See how the H has a real thin cross right there, and then the downstrokes are real thick. That's why hand lettering's pretty, because you have that thin and thick, right? Well, I showed you that this does thin and thick. So does this one. But this one is just a lot smaller, has a lot shorter tip, so it's not going to write as bold, right? So it's upstroke, downstroke. See how thin and thick? You might not can tell the difference as much in that as that one, but it's because it's not as it's not as thick of a. I was looking to see if my battery was going out. Okay, downstroke. This is a more elegant look, and it's called a pentel. Anytime y'all want to take a screenshot, feel free, because that way you won't have to go back and look for what you had a question about. This is what happens later as you go, oh, I want to know what she was talking about. And you're like, where was that in that video? This is the perfect time to take a screenshot. Okay, it's called a pentel touch. Miss Tracy has the Little Blue House, and she sells product. Miss Tracy, are you on here? And if you are, do you have Tombow markers and Pentel touch markers in your store? Hey, thank you, Miss Tracy. So anyway, Tracy will get with y'all if she has these supplies. So maybe if you want to get some, you can get them from her. Oh, Denise, that's hilarious. Wonder if my old hands would work better with my grip. With my grip. Oh my gosh, my grip is just like when the teacher says, don't do that, and you do it anyway. It's just however you hold your pen normally is how you need to hold it, okay? And then you can kind of, it's always good to turn your paper at an angle a little, sit up, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's cute. You're cute. That's funny. I see a lot of friends here. Hey, guys. Hey, guys. So good to see y'all. Okay, so now I've shown you my 3 favorite pens to work with lettering. Is it Crayola? Crayola. I don't know what I was thinking. Okay, there's those. Now, Miss Tracy has the best tip in the world. And she blew me away the day I saw her do this. Okay, she does sell Pentel markers and the, Faber-Castell brush pens. I don't have one with me, but they work very similar to the Tombow. Okay. Denise, don't give up because you can still do this. It's very good for muscle memory. I understand where you're coming from, but it's not as much about the way it looks as the process of doing it. For example, how I learned scriptures is by writing them. I sat down and wrote and wrote and wrote, and I didn't even realize I was learning them until I was at church and I would hear the pastor say, and I'm like finishing it off in my head thinking, oh my gosh, I know that. I wrote it out. And so you just don't realize what all you're putting positive things in your mind. And again, it doesn't have to look perfect. What I tell everybody when they start, you are developing your own style. Yours is not going to look like mine. You're going to practice. You may practice mine. You may practice someone else's style. But what you're going to end up doing is Denise Ligraphy, right? I'm Christy Ligraphy. You're Denise Ligraphy. I'm going to show you this pen in a minute, but it's like, I think Tracy has these for sale too. First, we're going to draw a banner because I want to show you how I'm going to use that. So, let's draw a banner. So draw a rectangle. My favorite thing in the world to teach. If y'all see me, some of you know me, you've seen me draw this 100 times, but it's still so fun. Especially it's so fun to hear me tell a story, right? Once upon a time, there was a robot. It was a robot body. I've actually never told it like this, but I'm entertained right now. I'm entertaining myself. There's a robot body, and he was so sad because he didn't have any arms. And so he needed some arms, so we gave him some arms, right? Yes, she has friction pens, yes. Okay, now the robot body is super sad because he didn't have any legs. So we gave him some legs. Now the next part is really sad. He prayed, Lord, I don't have any feet. Can you just give me some extra long feet because I don't have any? And so the Lord was like, okay, you're going to trip over them, but here we go. There's your long feet. And that's the end of the robot story, but it was pretty good. I had you on the edge of your seats, didn't I? Okay, now we're going to take the letter V and turn it sideways. Both sides, like that. I know, Tracy, I'm going to show them your magic trick. And then we're going to take this corner to this corner, color it in. This corner to this corner. And look, you have a pretty banner. Pretty banner. Whenever you're creating something, do you ever get really aggravated because you can't center something right? So say I told you, write the word blessed in here. And you were like, okay. So you're real confident and you start writing it and you get it and you're like, oh, I misspelled it. Shoot. And look at all the space I have left. Well, you get your heat gun. You can use the eraser, but if you have a heat gun, you just heat it up and it goes away. And it's like it never happened. We never want to talk about that, do we? No mistakes. Anyway, isn't that cool? If y'all don't know about the friction, that's right, Barb, you should always know now. So this is a friction pen, Frixion. And it's by Pilot, and Miss Tracy has them in her shop. So again, if you're new here, welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. I am a guest, but stick around because you're going to love lettering and you're going to love Miss Tracy, who is the one that runs the page. And she has an amazing store. I know, Crystal, are you just like dying? So anyway, then you would try again. And if you didn't like the way it looked, then you would, erase it again. Or you would just be like, okay, I feel good about it now. I'm going to go ahead and trace it because I don't want to forget, where it was. And then you're just going to trace it with whatever pen you're using or want to write with. I'm just kind of writing fast. Just pretend like I'm doing my best lettering ever. And then I feel good about it. I'm like, yep, that's what I wanted. So now I'm going to erase this. Now I'm going to pull it up closer to the camera so maybe you can see it better. Can you see it better where the lines are, it's kind of messy? Oh, I don't know if it's in the camera. I think it is. So there, I'm erasing them. Can you see how those marks are gone now? Magic. If you love that trick, you have got to sprinkle and tell all your friends, right? Okay. Awesome. Hello, Wendy. Hi, Diana. Okay, so we did it. Look, we did it. And look, I've already started erasing this. So anything that's that's near it, that you've tried to erase, will erase. Now, I want to go back to those of you who maybe make signs, or maybe you don't have brush pens, and you just have a Sharpie, and all you want to do is just make some cool letters, you know? I know it's a lot better than use the pencil, isn't it? I want to teach you faux calligraphy, okay? If you haven't heard that term, you may actually have done it and you just didn't know you were doing it, okay? So faux, which is fake lettering. Okay. If y'all just popped on, if you want to win my lettering book, I don't want to give, I don't, I do? I giggle at Miss Tracy. I want to give you a chance to win my book as well. And if you put in Be the Light, I know that you want to be entered to win. Okay, so faux lettering is the same idea of the upstroke and the downstroke. So we have our thin up and we have our thick down, right? But we don't have the right kind of pen. So we're going to write out a word, but we want to spread it out a little bit more. Not that I wouldn't pick you, but if I put it in the computer is the one that's going to make that decision, not me. All right. Okay, so with this, actually I'm going to spread it out more because the reason I want you to spread it out more is because this is just really tight, okay? So every time you go up, it's a thin stroke, right? Every time you go down, you're going to make a line next to it and color that in, right? So we're going to color that in because that's our downstroke. And here we're going to make that downstroke. And this is a downstroke. So if you, like I said, if you paint it or use paint pens, or I'd actually do faux calligraphy probably most of the time because you can do it with anything, right? Trying to see what, okay, our time is 7:22. I'm going to head over, I'm going to be on here for probably about, let's see, maybe 8 more minutes or so. Does anybody have questions? Or would you like for me to continue to write names? I will write your name if you put your name in the comments. And when I write it, make sure to take a screenshot because I'll be moving pages pretty quickly. I'll be switching to another page. I will pencil everything. You do pencil everything? Anybody want me to write your name? Judy. Hi, Judy. Judy, I almost ran into Tombo, but I didn't. But I almost did. If I miss your name, you'll just write it again in a little bit because it's going by pretty quick. Ashley. Oh, Ashley, I'm going to have to switch pages. Look at those pretty names. Okay, I was at Ashley. Now, Ashley could take this and she could do downstrokes and make the thicker downstrokes. Right now, I'm just kind of giving you ideas on the way you could write your name. And we have Vicky with an I. This marker does not like this paper. It's kind of sucking it up, so I'm going to grab a different marker now. There's Deb. Ooh, this is pretty. I thought it was orange, but it's kind of like a... what color is this? Kind of corally. Okay, I have Deb and Rhonda. Rhonda. Charisma. Ooh, that's pretty. I hope I said it right. Thank you for the hearts and the thumbs up. That makes me feel special. And the sprinkles. Charisma. Patty. Let's see. I'm sorry if my hand gets in the way. I'm trying to scroll. Thanks for the hearts, y'all. Okay. Patty with a Y. She has a double T, so we can cross that at the same time. again, take a screenshot if you want to go back and see this, because it's so hard to come back and find it. Morgan, Glenda. Now, Glenda's G, I like to make a lowercase. Oh, Glenda, I'm sorry. I like to make a lowercase, an uppercase G like that, but you know, you can also make them like that's fun too. Sorry, that was kind of out of screen, wasn't it? There we go. So I have Glenda, Nikki with 2 Ks. And Robin Fox. Okay, Crystal. When you start learning how to letter, in my book, or if you take a class online or something, or join me, and you start to learn lettering, I showed you the basic strokes, the upstroke and the downstroke, but then you can also start learning other strokes like the overturn, where that's a light and then a heavy down, and you see that would turn into an N or an M. So you learn different strokes that you'll put together to make letters. Crystal, and then Cheryl. I did Cheryl. Y'all tell me if I misspell. My favorite pen is the Pentel Touch. This one right here. Pentel Touch. Marianne or Marion, she is looking for the pens on the LBH website. Can you help her, Tracy? I'm assuming that... Hi, Shelly. Hey, girl. I'm assuming that you will post it or tell everybody if you have a link to them. There is Miss Marnett. Hi, Miss Marnett. Miss Marnett has been playing the piano to brighten people's day on her Facebook page, y'all. She is blessing this world. Thank you, Vicky. I was about to write Pretty. Not that that could be your child's name. I don't know. Pretty's a good name. I'm assuming you're saying that this is Pretty. Morgan, your name is going downhill. I actually love to letter like around like that. Okay. Oh, wait. Did I miss some names? Oh, wait. I think I did. Okay. Morgan. There. Okay. It didn't go up. So we've got Ellis. Somebody asked me today about how to make a capital E. There's Ellis and Jamie. Sorry, that got a little crazy right there. Just a little crazy. You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Patty, I did Patty, right? Yes, I did Patty on the last page. Might have been a different Patty. There's the Patty that I did. It's spelled the same way. So if you want to take a screenshot of that, you can do that. My pleasure. Rhonda. Aw. Deb. She might have to change your name because she likes the way Rhonda looks. Aw, that's sweet. The pencil eraser tool. The erasable pen is the friction pen. Frixion. And Christy, I did Christy. Somewhere. Where did I do Christy? I think it was before some of y'all got on here. So I'll do it again. But I don't know. I've been writing names all day, so I could have written it somewhere else. CH. There's Christy. Now Christina. You guys are awesome. If you just got on here, make sure that you type in Be the Light if you want to win my hand lettering book. Okay, I'm going to draw a name. I forgot where I left off. I think Christina is what I'm doing next. Christina. That color is amazing. Audie Mae, how cute is that? I want that name. Uh-oh. I ran out of room. I think I did it. Audie Mae, Cheryl. I did a Cheryl, but I'm going to do another one. Let's see. Okay. Guys, y'all are awesome. Tracy's checking to see how many markers she has. Hi, Megan. Hi, Erica. Erica with a C. Okay, if I missed your name and you want me to write it, go ahead. Does anyone have a hard time that likes to print everything? Very neat, but not a lot of cursive. With the printing, you can still do the foligraphy if you want, but it's just practicing. You can get back in there. You'll pick it up like you did as a child. Okay, so that's a friction pen. This right here is a friction pen. Are you talking about this? Barb? It does write like a ballpoint pen. It writes just like a pen, actually. It is a pen. It just erases. I have some people who want to win the book. Be the Light, Be the Light. Woohoo! Let There Be Light, the movie? I don't know that movie, but I would love to see it. It sounds awesome. Aw, Judy, that's your new granddaughter's name? Oh, I love that. Hi, Diana. Okay, any more names? I'm trying to see what time it is. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 7:33 p.m.
Needed that pen in high school? No kidding. That's hilarious. Okay, so is there anything that I can help you guys out with now? I really enjoyed coming on. I'll look back over and tell you, what we did. Megan. I don't want to miss Megan. Megan, I'm going to show you with my Pretty Pentel favorite pen, okay? It's small, but it sure is pretty. And I love the way you spell your name. M-E-G-H. You ordered my book. Thank you. Megan. There we go. Absolutely. My pleasure. Like I said, I could do this all day long, y'all. Okay, we're going to talk about what we did earlier. Okay, so we started with our upstrokes and downstrokes. Remember that? So the upstroke's always thin. The downstroke is always thick. I used a Crayola marker, reminding you don't have to spend a lot of money to letter. Then I used a Tombow marker, which works similar to what Miss Tracy has at her store called Faber-Castell. Faber-Castell. So if you're ordering from her, I would just grab those. I don't know if I spelled that wrong. Right, Faber-Castell. They're brush tips. And then this is the Friction, the one that erases pen, and she has those. Oh, it's my pleasure to be here. And then we drew our banner. Remember our story about our robot? Don't ever forget that story. Y'all just let me entertain myself tonight. Thank you for that. And then we did a bunch of names. So what I'm going to do next is I am going to go over to Miss Tracy's LBH, Little Blue House, LBH Faith Friends page, okay? And I'm going to show a little bit more.
This is a reminder.
Hang on.
Your class is doing great.
Did you hear that? Alexa said my class is doing great. Thank you, Alexa. Anyway, I'm going to go over there and I'm going to show
a reminder.
Echo, stop.
Your class is doing great.
Echo, stop. Hang on, I'm sorry. She distracted me. I'm going to show something like this over in her LBH Faith Friends group. And if she has time to accept you and you're not in that group, go over there right now and let her accept you so you can watch LBH Faith Friends. If you are not in the group or if you can't watch and you want to follow me, go to, well, Craft with Christy is where, take a picture, take a screenshot, so you can remember to come back and find me if you have any questions. But Craft with Christy is my website. I also have, oh, my pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. If you want to go to my, oh, I think I put it in the description. If you want to go to my free Facebook group, it's called Hand Letter, Doodle, and DIY. And I do on Mondays at noon Central, I do a devotional with some kind of doodle with it, like some kind of hand lettering doodle. And I would love for y'all to join me on there. I'll show you what we did this week as I wrap up. So I'm going through and adding, these are some of the ones I've done throughout the weeks that we've been meeting. But the last one I did was this one. And I don't go into all the details of it. I do just the basic lettering. And then with my membership tribe, I do like the more detailed stuff. But anyway, this was the one we did this week. And I talked about finding joy. And right now, y'all, this can be a hard time for us. You know, this is a weird, we're in a weird time in life, right? But it's not the wrong time to look for joy. It's the perfect time to look for joy. And sometimes we don't see it. We're looking around and we can't find it. Step outside. Walk outside. If you can't walk outside, look around and find joy in something that's around your house. So the thing that brought me joy this day, I went on a joy walk. That's my new thing. And I want you to go on a joy walk too and see what you can find. Like a joy walk could look like journaling. It could look like physically walking. But when I went physically walking the other day, I walked by stuff I see every day and that I don't even pay attention to. But that day I saw some weeds. And in those weeds, I saw one little yellow flower. It was gorgeous. It took my breath away. Look at that one little flower that you gave me today, Lord. Yes, it's a weed, but it's a pretty weed. We're all weeds. We're all sinners. But we can stand out and be the light and be that yellow flower. So I just want to encourage y'all to find joy, no matter how small, a little yellow weed, find joy, because the more positive things we put in our mind and the more scriptures we write, the more positive that comes out as we're talking to people or our thoughts. And so lettering is just very therapeutic. It's just such a great way to spend your time. Is that a certain doodle book to write in? You know what? I love the size 2. Robin, this is actually something I got in Waco at, it's kind of expensive, but I bought it for my husband thinking, oh, I'll get him this really nice journaling book. It was expensive, but I got it at Magnolia in Waco, Texas. My pleasure. Thanks for watching, guys. This is what I did the other day in a group. So anyway, that's just an idea of what you can do if you follow me over there. And again, go see if you can join this group so you can watch me do the next part. Those yellow weeds were probably called rocket salad. Found those on my walk too. Really? I didn't know that. I got to look that up. That's awesome. Thank you, Judy. Thank y'all so much. This was such a pleasure. You guys rock, and we're going to get through this quarantine together, and that's the best thing. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord, for technology. Look how awesome it is that we're together. We're spending time together right now. I can't imagine being in quarantine without you guys. So y'all have a great night, and I hope to see you on the next page or in my Facebook group. Bye.